Flipping this one final switch, I'm effectively ensuring that I will be overcoming all resistance long after my remains have been vaporized with extreme prejudice and shot into outer space.
Barbara Kruger, artist. Barbara Kruger is best known for her installation artwork, featuring dynamic and evocative text art in the medium of collage, vinyl silkscreen, film, and more recently in digital artwork and mixed media. Born in Newark, New Jersey in 1945, Barbara Kruger attended a year at Parsons School of Design before being hired by Condé Nast Publications as a designer doing magazine layouts. In her words, cropping pictures and choosing fonts. One commonality within the works of Barbara Kruger is the theme of the eye and the importance of the visual. It's also common to see threats or even damage done to the eye as a theme within Barbara Kruger's work. Threats to the eye seek to represent how forces outside our control may seek to limit our perception or even blind us. Another common theme is that of irony and doubt, whereby the artist will make a statement that calls something into question through the artwork, not just with the text, but with the image as well. It's not uncommon to see humor within these works. We also see artwork that plays with addressing the viewer directly. Many subjects within Barbara Kruger's work will directly address the viewer by means of engaging with them. We see this not just in the text, but in the way that the subject will make eye contact with the viewer. Barbara Kruger's artwork tackles topics such as consumerism, classism, and feminism. The body of work spans 50 years and is expansive. Some major milestones include: I Shop, Therefore I Am is probably one of Barbara Kruger's most recognizable works. It features a high contrast black and white photo of a hand holding a bright red text block, upon which is overlaid the words I shop, therefore I am, in white Futura font. This is a play on Descartes' I think, therefore I am. In the replacement of a single word, Barbara Kruger has turned this statement from self-actualization through consciousness to self-actualization through consumerism. The work is eye-catching through its use of vivid contrast and color, making it not unlike an advertisement, but instead of compelling the viewer to buy, it compels the viewer to rethink their priorities.
I made Your Body is a Battleground to get people to go to the march. And this was for women's reproductive rights. And I remember calling Planned Parenthood and offering my services, and they didn't know who the F I was. They said, well, they were working with an advertising agent. Oh, okay, all right. And then I went out at 1 and 2 in the morning and put these posters up all over town.
This is Supreme. Supreme is a New York-based clothing brand, known for limited-run product lines and eye-catching and very distinctive branding. The iconic Supreme logo is very similar to the Barbara Kruger aesthetic. This fact hung over the company for years, quietly, drawing criticism but never full-blown controversy. Barbara Kruger, for her part, seemed content not to comment. Supreme then filed suit against Leah McSweeney, an artist parodying the Supreme branding, claiming that she had committed copyright infringement against them and were suing for damages to the tune of several $1,000,000. This action provoked response. When asked by media outlet for comment, Barbara Kruger replied with a blank email with a text document attachment reading, "What a ridiculous clusterfuck of totally uncool jokers. I make my work about this kind of sadly foolish farce. I'm waiting for all of them to sue me for copyright infringement." This initial response got people's attention, but it was nothing compared to what was to come. Enter the drop. This untitled pop-up store and gallery was a daring slap in the face of Supreme. These stores would sell product just as Supreme does, in the Kruger aesthetic. She was effectively daring Supreme to sue her, and there was nothing they could do. Kruger was strategically placed. Supreme could not claim that she was stealing from them because they had copied her so blatantly. If Supreme were to ever fight back, the negative publicity would effectively destroy them and reveal them to be what they are, totally uncool jokers. The publicity of all this controversy has turned Barbara Kruger into an art world superstar. She's continued to do great works in her famous aesthetic, including, but not limited to, themes of politics, advertising, youth culture, and beyond. For many, being ripped off by a multi-million-dollar company would come to define them. But instead, Barbara Kruger now defines the brand that ripped her off, and has surpassed them artistically and by measures of integrity. Ultimately, my impressions of Barbara Kruger? I'm impressed. I think that in another time in my life, I would have dismissed Barbara Kruger's work. I would have said that it's just text over blocks of color over pictures. What's the big deal? She didn't really create anything, did she? But the more that I learned about this artist, the more I came to respect her work. It seems that a lot of thought and time and skill and meaning is dumped into every single piece that she touches. Yes, it is just font, it is just blocks of color, and it is pictures. But it's also experience. Hard-earned experience that came from an industry designed to grab our attention, but now utilized for artistic purposes rather than just to sell us magazines. I find it interesting the way that she is able to engage me just from looking at her work. I feel a personal connection to each piece. This year marks the 50th of Barbara Kruger's career in art. And it's still going strong, and in fact, it may well just be getting started. Who knows what the future may bring for Barbara Kruger. I can't wait to see it.